All right, quick video today, and again, you can either download this and print this, or you can just go ahead and do this on a sheet of scratch paper. If you do it on scratch paper, I expect you to use a straight edge. What we're going to look at today is getting from equations to graphs, but we're going to do a few intermediate steps first. So we're going to start out with an equation. We're going to look at, from that equation, find a solution, and then we're going to also, from that equation, find that ratio of change, which we've been calling the change ratio or the rate of change. And then we're going to use that to find more solutions, more solutions. We're going to take those solutions, put them in a table, and then make a graph. So that's the title of the notes. Got that? Okay, so here's what I mean. Say we want to graph this equation, y is equal to 2/3 x plus 1. We've probably graphed this equation more than once, but it's a nice simple equation to lead with. We know that we can generate a really easy to find solution by looking at what happens when x is 1. When we let x equal, when x is 0. When we let x equal 0, we have 2/3 times 0 plus 1, which is just 0 plus 1, so that's 1. So we have this solution 0, 1. It's a solution we sometimes call the y-intercept because it intercepts with the y-axis. But we have that nice easy solution. Now what we have to find more solutions is our ratio of change, which in this case, go ahead and box off that bit of work. In this case, that change ratio is 2/3. Remember, this is the ratio between the change in y and the change in x. So the ratio between how much those things change needs to be equal to 2/3. The easiest way to work with that is just to say, okay, well, then let me change by 2 in the output in the y and 3 in the input. Right? So plus 2 would give me 3 for the output when my input is 3. You could also find that by plugging it in, but it's just way easier to do it this way. I could do it again, right? My output goes up, my y goes up by 2, my x goes up by 3. Now, it's also good to have some values that are a little bit more spread apart, so let's try to go to the negatives, right? If we wanted to go from 0, 1 to, let's say, some negative x value, the way that we're going to want to do that is we're going to want to think of that ratio of 2/3 as recognizing it's also equal to -2 over -3. Now we'll be able to go from 0 to subtract by 3, we get -3, and from 1, subtract by 2, we get -1. And we can keep doing that. Subtract by 3, we get -6. Subtract by 2, we get -3. Now we have this table. All of these things are solutions. These are the xy pairs you would have gotten if you plugged in these values for x. So let's go ahead and see where those look, how that looks on the graph. We have 0, 1. We have 3, 3. We have 6, 5. We have -3, -1. And we have -6, -3. If we've done everything right here, and we should get that nice linear pattern. Questions, concerns about that? Cool, awesome. Hope you didn't ask any questions right there. If you do have questions, write them down, bring them to class tomorrow.